this team has created something where they had an uncensorable chat app. Let's check it
Hi,
out.
everybody. My name is Michael. I'm here for my team, Alex, Thomas, and Tristan. And we're the team behind DappChat. This is May. May lives in a country that does not recognize the freedom of speech. In her country, certain books are banned, news and current events are censored, and people like May cannot communicate without fear of retaliation. This is why we made DappChat. DappChat is an open source WhatsApp WeChat alternative built on the Ethereum blockchain. By leveraging the blockchain, messages cannot be censored and can be accessible by anyone, anywhere. Now Thomas will walk us through the user story.
Thank you, Michael. So this is what May will see when she's signed into DappChat. On the left, she'll see all the channels she's subscribed to, and on the right, all the messages are displayed. Let's go ahead and type in a message, and even include some emojis. Before we can submit our message, MetaMask will pop up asking if we want to approve the transaction. MetaMask is an Ethereum identity management tool and our way of interfacing with the Ethereum blockchain. Let's go ahead and approve the transaction. And now the message will show up on the right. If May wants to, she can use the search bar on the top left and look for any channels that she may be interested in. If she sees something she likes, she can go ahead and click it, and it'll render all the messages from that channel. Some channels may be restricted, however, in which case only certain members will be able to add to the channel. This is a feature that channel admin can implement so that they can keep their channel clutter-free. She can still stay updated by clicking the follow, and it'll show up with the rest of the channels she is currently following when she goes back. Now what if there's a channel she's looking for and she can't find it? Not a problem. She can always click create a new channel. All she has to do is implement a new name, category, and she can even toggle the restriction status. Once she goes ahead and confirms the transaction, she now has a new channel. As a channel admin, she has access to extra features on the top right, where she can edit the members. She can add or remove addresses and members, and she can even toggle the restriction status afterwards. Now May will be able to send her message without being censored. Tristan will now talk about the tech stack.
Thanks, Thomas. So these were the major technologies that made DappChat happen. React is what renders everything Thomas just showed you. It's what allows our website to dynamically update based on user input. Drizzle is a lot like Redux. It essentially listens to the blockchain for any changes to our data. The Web3 library is the bridge that allows our JavaScript code to interact with our contract on the blockchain. Speaking of contracts, Solidity is the language our contract is written in. Solidity is the language of Ethereum, and our contract is executed on the Ethereum virtual machine. Finally, Ethereum was a blockchain of choice because it can execute code and has a strong set of tools that were available for us to use. And now Alex will talk about the constraints we encountered.
Thank you, Tristan. One constraint we encountered was cost. On the Ethereum blockchain, there's a nominal fee to send information, but no cost to retrieve data. Therefore, we optimized both our contract and our web app to minimize fees for the user while keeping our application feature-rich. In addition, because nearly the entire Ethereum tech stack is cutting edge and in its infancy, we encountered many issues with version compatibility as well as deprecated features from each library. As a team, we underwent a lot of trial and error implementing experimental features in order to build our application. Using our app, users such as May and yourself can message others freely without fear of censorship. Please check us out at dappchat.info, where you can see our code and try our app today.
That's really impressive to be able to use something like the blockchain to keep things from, being able to be censored.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the big things about blockchain, where it's like, being able to defend against like tyranny and all that stuff. Not trying to get political or anything here, right? But it's just very impressive because also blockchain is very new, and they had to learn a new language as well. Let's talk about how technically challenging it was, and they were able to do that in 3 weeks. So it's something quite amazing.
Yeah, and from my understanding, once you put it on the ledger, it stays there. You can't take it out.
Yep, that's exactly what happens. Yep.
So that's a big help.
Yeah.
So what's next?